Hi, my name is Rayavadi.
And Penpisha.
Today we're going to talk about Science National Museum. The first station is technology. Solid medium, indigenous Americans or Native Americans Indian learn to listen to sound that come from a distant source such as galloping horses. By putting it to the ground, which is it. The sound can be heard faster than sound travels through air.
Sound travel. Sound waves are signals that require a transmission medium by moving to the medium with different speed according to that medium's characteristic. It is model of the principle of sound transmission to a medium.
Radio waves have the longest wavelength in the electromagnetic spectrum. Infrared light, it lies between the visible and microwave portions of the electromagnetic spectrum. Infrared light has a range of wavelengths, just like visible light has wavelengths that range from the red light to violet.
Communication connect the world. A point towards global connecting communicative technology.
Ice Age, the exhibition. Polar bear as well known now. The only place they live is in the North Pole. Nowadays, the polar bear live only about 20,000 polar bears because of the illegal hunters. But the also reason that makes the population of the polar bears decrease is because the changing of weather that make the ice melt, and so the life cycle of the polar bear change.
About stand T-Rex, pathologies are evidence of injury or disease. Stand's fossil skeleton exhibits various pathologies. Several heel puncture wounds in his skull and on a rib suggest that T-Rex found each other as he had certainly not bitten himself.
Smilodon or saber-toothed cat. The saber-toothed cat weighed approximately 400 kilos.
Paractotherium. The size of Paractotherium resembled that of a grizzly bear and weighed about 600 kilos. The bears were representative of the larger animals of the order carnivore that entered South America from North America.
Magrochiania. It is a big llama. It was smaller than the modern camel.
Mammoth. Mammoths have existed for about 4.8 million years, up until just 3,700 years ago. Many species have been found, but a woolly mammoth.
Glyptodons. Glyptodons were mammals of medium to large size. Some of them might have exceeded 2 tons in weight, but others are around 50 kilos. plastic materials due to excessive human consumption of natural resources. The amount of waste and the losses of natural environment are increased. To prevent these problems, recycling is one of many techniques that could be applied to these problems. Recycling is the process covering waste into useful products that would be the same or different products, especially the manufacturing waste such as plastic, paper, glass, steels, and etc. The key to recycling is separating waste by type of recycling. Therefore, recycling could reduce the consumption of natural resources, energy usage, waste, and environmental population.
Plastic materials are synthesis from oil and natural. Plastic materials are so strong and resist to chemicals that their useful life is long. Because of this advantage, manufacturers could reduce the consumption of resources by using plastic.
As the water vapor rises, it condenses to form clouds.
Water droplets in clouds eventually fall to the ground as rain.
Water from the ground drains back to the sea through the system of streams and rivers.
Water evaporates from the surface of seas, lakes, and rivers and rises into the atmosphere.
Clean water is processed in different ways depending on its source and intended processes include mixing air with water by spraying or injection. This reduces smells and taste, as well as eliminating iron and manganese. Various mineral salts, including alum, ferric chloride, and ferric sulfate, are added to cause other mineral particles already present in the water to form a solid mass, which settles to the bottom of large tanks and can be removed. Water is soft and moving calcium and magnesium by a chemical mechanism ion exchange. The water is then filtered through beds of fine sand and then strained to a very fine stainless steel mesh. Chlorine is commonly added to water to destroy bacteria and viruses, which could be a threat to public health. Usually, chlorine is added into cities before and afternoon filtration. Ozone and ultraviolet radiation are also used to disinfect public water supplies.
Water from ocean can be a useful source for many communities. Salt is removed either by distillation or membrane processes. Distillation involves the evaporation and condensation of water, leaving behind a salt residue. Membrane processes use pressure to force water through a membrane, which allow only water to pass across. Treated water is supplied under pressure through pipes made of cast iron, steel, concrete, or cement. To prevent pollution in the distribution system, pressure must be maintained at all times to prevent any contamination into the system. เฮ้ย
Earth when it is as rock formed as the magma from the earth core cools. It is rich in quartz and the mineral feldspar. Plasma. Plasma is often called the fourth state of matter, the other three being solid, liquid, and gas.
Plasma is the state of matter containing enough electrically charged atoms, ionized atoms, to significantly affect the electrical characteristics of the gas. In normal state, hydrogen gas is not the electrical conductor until in a plasma state. All matter becomes plasma when the addition of heat or other energy causes a significant number of atoms to release some or all of the electrons. The heavier the matter is, the harder it becomes a plasma. Consequently, hydrogen easily becomes a plasma.
Lightning and thunderbolt are some examples of plasma in the natural phenomena. Plasma ray is the rays of charged particles or ions. Their velocity is about 300,000 kilometers per second. Plasma reaction is any process in the plasma such as nuclear fusion reaction. In the core, forming the helium atom with nuclear fusion reaction of hydrogen atom is in plasma state. Lucy. Lucy has been reconstructed from fossils found in Ethiopia in 1974. She is a member of the species Australopithecus afarensis. These ape-like creatures were ancestors of humans.
Leonardo da Vinci, a brilliant artist and engineer. His notebooks contain sketches for a machine which he believed would enable humans to fly like birds.